Only days after the ending of the Civil War, the passenger steamboat named the Sultana had caught fire while transporting 2,000 passengers to the Northern Territories. These passengers consisted of crew members, there was some standard passengers, and then there was prisoners of war that the captain of the ship had contracted to transport back to the Northern Territories. Today, I would like to discuss with you the beginning, the middle, and the tragic ending to the Sultana story. The Sultana was built in 1863 in Cincinnati, Ohio. She was a Civil War era powered paddle-wheeled steamboat. She was 260 feet long, and she could hold up to 376 passengers. The boat ran on 4 fire-tubed boilers, and each boiler measured up to 18 feet long and had 24 5-inch flues on it. Like I said before, the capacity of this ship, although the size, was only 376. So unfortunately, the capacity would be one of the reasons that the ship caught fire while transporting those prisoners of war. The ship was ultimately intended for the Mississippi cotton trade. She had the regular route along the Mississippi River from St. Louis to New Orleans. However, it was very common for her to be contracted out to haul troops. The ending of the ship's story starts on April 25th, 1865. She docked in Memphis, Tennessee, because 3 out of 4 boilers had broken down. While docked in Memphis, the captain of the ship at the time, J. Cass Mason, was confronted by a Union Army captain, George Williams, and he had asked if Captain Mason would transport over 200 prisoners of war back to the Northern Territories. Well, remind you, the boilers were in the middle of being replaced at the time, and the capacity of the ship was only 376 passengers. So I would like to talk to you about what we now know as the greatest maritime disaster in history. On April 27th in 1865, the Sultana caught fire due to an overweight in capacity and due to the failure to completely repair the boilers. Now, in the article titled "The Sultana Disaster of 1865" from the Tennessee Encyclopedia.net states that due to the impact that the ship took once it caught fire, the ship ultimately split in half, killing anywhere from 1,400 to 1,900 passengers. Now, the actions of Captain Mason, not that they were necessarily all to blame on him, however, this is a very common thing in maritime operational safety. I personally have written another speech, and I use an example of the USS Fitzgerald and how their operational safety was one of the reasons that they had crashed into that cargo ship. So because on that ship, they knew the radars were down and they knew that there was other mechanical issues that need to be worked on. However, when the captain of 7th Fleet said that the boat needed to get underway, the boat got underway. This is a very common thing, and unfortunately, if maritime operators would take more ship safety and bigger precautionary measures to ensure that the ship is safe and sound before getting out to sea. Things like this, along with obviously maintaining weight standards, could possibly be avoided. I hope that during my speech you have learned about the beginning, the middle, and the very tragic ending of the Sultana, and I hope you have enjoyed it.